Hello everyone, once again Kaiser Bunga here. Now this is a ROM hack of Mega Man 2 called Roll Shun 2, where we play as Rolls instead of Mega Man. The blue, instead of the blue bomber, we have the red bomber, the red bomber girl I suppose. And this is made by Zinc, I think, it says there 2014. I know why it says 1998 Capcom since Mega Man 2 is from 1988, so maybe that's just a glitch or something. I don't know. Roll seems to have her hands clapped together as if she's praying for Mega Man's safety or something like that. Or maybe she's just trying to pull off a ninja trick or something. Let's play on normal. It's red even. Nice. Okay, Airman. That's always the stage I start with. In fact, I think that's the level you're supposed to start with, as it says in the Mega Man 2 manual, apparently. At least that's what I've seen people saying, because I've never seen the Mega Man 2 manual, even though I work with the game. My brother got rid of the manual early. He hasn't kept any of the NES games manuals and in boxes. So yeah, basically it's Mega Man 2, but with Ro instead of Mega Man. Just a cool, interesting way of playing a game that I've played several times already, and one of my favorite games of all time. Top three favorite video games of all time. And although today I'm not wearing my Mega Man T-shirt, strangely enough, it has to be washed. I love this game's music. So, oh, almost got hit by that. So it's Wednesday, the middle of the week, Mittwoch. Finally, the worst is the worst is over already. These guys, like on clouds, are they fucking Zeus or something? So yeah, so I'm up streaming Shredder's Revenge, since it's a beat 'em up, not something you to stream every single day. Not to mention that because the plot and the story are, you can beat them in like an hour or so. Just something you play once in a while. By the way, yesterday I uploaded the part 5 of my Castlevania Symphony of the Night playthrough, the VOG, on YouTube, as you can see. Oh shit. Yeah, that one often, sometimes catches me off. But I'd rather not have lost a life so early in the game, especially on normal. Because I've beaten Mega Man 2 several times actually. It's probably the easiest Mega Man game, really. Probably because it's the one I grew up with. Perhaps Mega Man 5 is actually easier, I don't know. Okay, I actually beaten some Mega Man games. It said that it's an extremely hard series. It is a hard series, but extremely hard, I don't know. Depends on the game. Like, for example, I mean, on the Mega Man Anniversary Collection on the GameCube, I managed to beat Mega Man 1, Mega Man 2, Mega Man 3, Mega Man 5. 4 and 6 I cannot beat. I haven't been able to this day. As for the Mega Man X games, I've only played the first 3 and only beat the first one so far. But I have the collection, the part 1, which has Mega Man X1, X2, X3, and X4. I should stream it someday. And try to beat all of the X games. Although I'm not sure I can do that. Anyway, yes, I did mention I beat the first ever Mega Man game on the GameCube, the Anniversary Collection. I mean, I probably used the Rapid Fire, and no, I did not use the pause streak to beat the Yellow Devil. No, I beat him. God knows how. Because that game is hard as shit and it's one of the hardest games I ever played. And I'm by no means a super player by any means, so the fact I beat some games of the Mega Man series, a series a lot of people struggle with, and can it be the single gaming? I guess I guess I should feel some sort of pride in it. Okay, Airman. Because Mega Man 3, I beat it. I used to think it was pretty damn easy, at least on the Anniversary Collection. But when I try to beat it on any of the modern collections or on the NES, I can't go that far in the game. It just seems twice as hard. Oh, oh, it even has the icon for the tornado. That's cool. Well, air shooter, but it's a tornado. Come on now. Message. Yeah, let's skip to because this is a bit slow, so let's fast forward. Item 2, yep. Okay, where to go after Airman? Ah, honestly, I don't know where to go. I mean, I know his weapon beats Crash Man, but oh, Clash Man. Yeah, this must be from the Japanese version. Uh, I mean, but Crash Man, I don't know if I should go because I'd rather have the metal blades. So let's go for Flashman and beat again because this is like the easiest Robot Master to beat with the Mega Buster. This is like the easiest Robot Master in the game. In fact, I could have easily started off with him, I suppose. I mean, Airman or Flashman are the ideal ones to start with, I'd say. When I was a kid, I'd often start with Woodman, but that's a big mistake. Woodman is actually one of the hardest ones. Oh, that's Rolf's face, a 1-up. Yeah, this is a well-made ROM hack, I'd say. Oh, I forgot about this guy. Oh, shit. It has Slippery, yep. Slippery Force. Flashman stage is like a big... This would be the coolest nightclub ever, the coolest discotheque in the world. Now, I don't go to discotheques or nightclubs, but I would totally go to Flashman's. Oh, look, she even got blue lipstick, I just noticed. Yeah. Man, Mega Man 2 has one of the best OSTs of all time, really. Come on now, how can you not love Mega Man music in general? I mean, the NES Mega Man games are basically Armageddon albums in 8-bit format. Well, not basically Armageddon albums, but basically heavy metal albums, yes. Heavy metal fucking rules as good Iron Maiden. The coolest metal band ever. I don't care if it sounds generic. I mean, I don't have to apologize or justify loving the Iron Maiden. Come on now. I'm wearing a Slayer shirt though. And yeah, Slayer have made a lot of good stuff too. Even though they've become a bit of a meme, but hey. All good bands have bad albums, except Bolt Thrower. They don't have a single bad one. No, not even Mercenary. That one is awesome as well. It's just the least good of them all. But it's still like a solid 7, I'd say. Okay. Yeah, Flashman is super easy. Honestly. So I'm not surprised I beat him. Ah, a clock. Or a watch time stopper. Let's fast forward, because this is pretty slow, this part. The message from Dr. Light... Oh, Dr. Light. Instead of Dr. Wright. Quick, man. Flashman's weapon beats Quickman, although he don't drains half of his health, but it's better than nothing. And I'll try to beat the beams without using the time stopper. 3. What is it? Is it item 2? No, it's Saturn 3. Yes, the candy. It looks like a candy. Come on, no. A wrapped candy. What are those, worms or something? I never knew. And I've been playing these games since I was a kid. Although I grew up with the PAL versions, so the music was a bit slower paced. Yeah, I'm gonna get that one as well. In this stage, you gotta get those extra lives, really. They're very good insurance. Let me put it. It sure goes light. It sure goes dark a lot in a room full of guys that have fire in them. But okay. Oh boy, wish me luck now. Wish me luck. Oh, Jesus. Fuck! I was one step to the left too much. Yeah, I knew that. I mistimed it, but I can do it this time. I've done this before. But as a kid, I could never get past those fucking beams, no. Oh! Free life, nice, 3-1 up. In order to compensate for the life I just lost. This game can be kinda generous sometimes, honestly. Yes! See, it's not that hard. Once you learn how to do it, you can get past those beams without getting annihilated by them. But as a kid, this was the scariest video game level ever. You don't need the fucking time stopper. I use this for Quickman, who's like the hardest robots to beat, alongside Woodman with the Buster Only. They don't ask me to do a Buster Only challenge, boss challenge. No, I can't do that, sorry. I'm not that for good. Here we go, draining half his life. You know, Quickman, he actually has a very cool team and quite heroic and also fast. I think he was supposed to be the originally Chrono Man, but turns out that he wasn't supposed to be. He's just a villain instead of. He did not become the Mega Man's secret ally. Proto Man came in the Mega Man 3. Or maybe he was supposed to be Zero, I don't know. But apparently that was the original plans for Quickman was for him to eventually become Mega Man's ally, apparently. The Boomerang. Metal Man. Heavy metal. Dun, 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 dun. Alright, Metal Man. Of course I'm gonna get that energy tank. Oh, they even have the energy tank sprites here, yeah. I do wonder if the Zinc or whoever made this actually made some improvements to the actual Mega Man 2 game. I mean, not just the Roll-Chen ROM hack, but also just just fixing just adding those sprites to the actual Mega Man 2 game, where the vanilla Mega Man 2 game. That would be cool. Yeah, what I said didn't make much sense, did it? Yesterday I was chatting with another buddy of mine about another fellow streamer, about Scarlett Johansson and her movies. Like I said that she had some good movies like The Prestige with Hugh Jackman and who was the other guy who was in it? I forgot. Yeah, you gotta have The Prestige, but I'd rather have Scarlett Johansson. I put it that way. Also, under Under the Skin is quite an interesting artsy movie. And of course, there's Lucy, which the premise is pretty dumb. Like, oh, we don't use 100% of our brain; we'll use like 20% of it. And that fellow stream of mine, Redmune, agreed that he couldn't get past the stupid premise. But I think it's actually a pretty fun movie if you ignore the stupid premise of it. I also like Scarlett Johansson in the Scoop, which had also Hugh Jackman, where Hugh Jackman turns out to be a murderer, and she dates him and pretends to be Woody Allen's daughter in order to investigate Hugh Jackman. That was pretty damn cool. That was a I was not a fan of Match Points though, or Lost in Translation. Nothing against Bill Murray or Scarlett Johansson. That's not their fault. Lost in Translation did not turn out to be a bit of a man movie, but I'm not a fan of that movie at all. It makes Japan look kind of silly. I'm not sure if those people ever been to Japan. I haven't myself either, but I have the self-awareness not to make a movie about Japan if I haven't fucking been there, you know? Okay, the boomerang beats Metal Man, yeah. Although you can easily beat him with the Buster as well, but why that when I have the weapon that beats him? Hell, he even gets beat by his own weapon. In the Endurance before Ultra Wildly, you throw one metal blade at him and he's dead. It's crazy how weak Metal Man is, considering he has the best weapon in any Mega Man game I've played, the Metal Blades. They even replace my Buster. They even replace your Buster after you get it. And there's so many you get. You get like what, 50 of them? Like seriously. Metal Blades make this game a lot easier. Bubble Man. The Metal Blades will annihilate him. But yeah, Scarlett Johansson is a pretty good actress. I also kind of like that stupid movie of hers where she goes on a bachelorette's party with her friends or something, and they kill a guy who's a stripper but turns out to be a bank robber in a gang or some shit. That was a stupid movie, but fun, I guess. But yeah, Scarlett Joy is more than a pretty face and a pretty body. Oh, I didn't like Don John much, really. Although it had a funny, though it had a funny scene in it where Scarlett Johansson, aka Barbara Sugarman, tells John that movies and pornos are different. They give awards to movies, and John says they give awards for porn too. So yeah, that was a piece of poor argument from Barbara Sugarman. Oh, fuck! I forgot about those shell things. Seashells, I guess. That's what they call in English. No, come to think of it, come to think of it, the Metal Blades, when you have the Metal Blades equipped, you turn into a Game Boy sprite. Yeah, it does look like an original Game Boy sprite. I haven't played any of the Game Boy Mega Man games. Like, I haven't played any Mega Man game past X3 so far. There's like a million Mega Man games, and not all of them are good, I guess. Like, I know Mega Man 5 gets a bad reputation, but I think it's a solid game. It's probably the weakest of the NES Mega Man games. But I have a soft spot for it because of Waveman and Protoman Castle. Charge Band's also cool. And Gravity Man, yeah. And like any Mega Man NES classic Mega Man game, has great music. There's something Capcom has historically made these great music. Yeah, I didn't need all of that. Fucking craps. I love doing this. I love it. I don't know why. It's pointless, but I love doing it. With the metal blades only, of course. Easy peasy. We're playing on normal, not on the difficult. But hey, what can I say? Gonna keep with bubble lead. Hitman, yeah. Obviously, water beats fire, puts out fire. You know, before Pokemon, a lot of people think that Pokemon was the one who put the rock paper scissors that popularized the rock paper scissors formula into video games, but it was actually Mega Man. Mega Man came out, the original Mega Man game came out over a decade, around a decade, or at least before the first ever Pokemon game came out. So yeah. It's crazy how much easier this game becomes once you get the metal blades. They're so versatile. Anyway, I'm still disappointed and embarrassed by last night. Benfica lost 3-0 to Newcastle. The second half was miserable, and Mourinho only made one substitution out of 5 available. I don't know why. Boomerang beats these guys. Yeah. So apparently I've seen that the bubble also beats them, but yeah, I only used the bubble against Hitman and against Dr. Wily, since that's the only weapon that can beat them. Which is kind of random when you think about it, but oh, that is appearing blocks. Always a frustrating part. But if you think Hitman stage is bad, Iceman stage in Mega Man 1, and especially Mega Man's stage in Mega Man 3, are way worse when it comes to these blocks. Oh, you know, I never actually used the boomerang to annihilate these guys, whatever the fuck they are, these flying cylinders or something? I love the sound effect of the blocks popping up. Yeah, the timing can be a little tricky at times, and you gotta be careful. Don't wanna free fall down there, you know. Yeah, but this can be bypassed like this, you know. Yeah, that life is clearly a trap. Oh, hold on a second. Gotta check out something here. Correct message, what? Okay, just a random friend request on Discord, spammers and such. Okay, sorry about that. I had to check out something. Oh, bubble. Well, I always wonder why Hitman is inside a box. Is that supposed to be a heater or something? Or stuff? Maybe it is. Okay, maybe it is, I guess. Wait, how's that supposed to be a atomic fire? Doesn't look like fire at all. Weird, but whatever. Could it just be a red flame? Alright, I got all the extra items that help me. So I won't need them really until, I don't think I'll need them again until, Dr. Wily. Oh boy, well, Crashman is Airman's weapon and, Woodman is Crashman's weapon, yes. Mistakenly, you often would think that Atomic Fire is the best weapon to deal with Woodman. I mean, it's actually the Crashman's bumps. Because, you know, the whole fire burning wood thing. Oh, he does look like fire now, okay. You know, when I was a kid, I thought that this stage was underwater as well as Bubble Man, even though I couldn't understand why my movements were not, you know, like, were not constrained by or influenced by water. But it's actually not water; it's just the sky. This stage is actually in the sky, just like Airman's stage, and it's daytime at first, and the second half of the stage it becomes nighttime. You know, there's actually a song called of Crashman singing to Mega Man Yara Naika where Crashman is gay and wants to have sex with Mega Man. Don't ask. You know, as far as I know, Roll is only a domestic robot. And Mega Man, as you know, is originally called Rockman in Japan, so you can't have Rock without Roll. They're like rock and roll, but I don't think they're dating. But maybe they are, I don't know. And she's the domestic servant of Dr. Wily, which is a little bit sexist, but it's the 80s, so... So I suppose that's a bit antiquated by now, so... But hey, here it is, a ROM hack where Roll kicks ass instead of just cleaning, being a housemaid robot. Fuck. Yeah, that guy's a tricky bastard. Yep, that's what Taking a hit sometimes, it's not a big deal in Mega Man. They're kind of strategic hits, I'd say. Okay, now it's getting nighttime. Okay, now I gotta be careful because the fucking birds will poop their eggs on me. So let's start time to avoid it as much as we can. Oh. Oh, I think I should go... Yeah, right one. You know, as a kid, I usually died in this part, in the Crashman stage. I don't think I ever got to Crashman itself. In fact, when I was a little kid, the only stage I could beat was probably Flashman's. I first beat Mega Man 2 when I was like 16 on the NES. When it still worked. My NES no longer works, so I suppose I could just clean it up inside or something, but or maybe it just doesn't work anymore, I don't know. Oh, another one of nice. See, Mega Man 2 can be rather generous. It's not an unfair game at all. It's challenging but not unfair. Come at me, Crashman. Take those tornadoes. Up your ass. Boom. Okay, only Woodman is left, I guess. Yeah, only Woodman. Alright, Woodman. Woodman has the hardest stage, I'd say. Even harder than the Quickman stage. I mean, once you know how to deal with the beams, Quickman stage is actually not that hard. So I think Woodman stage is actually the hardest one. And to think this was the stage I would start with often when I was a kid. Yeah, no wonder I never got that far in this game. Holy shit. Yep, the dog. There's a way to prevent the other two robotic wolves from appearing, and that's using Flashman's time stop. See? The first one you can't really avoid him, I'm afraid. The gorillas. Woodman is a fucking gorilla himself, I'd say. Bugs Bunny. Take that, take those metal. Oh, fuck you and your carrot, Bugs Bunny. Oh, the chickens, they're immune. So you gotta hope they jump. You gotta wait for them to jump over you so you can avoid them. These chickens. Okay. Woodman. Can't let him give his woods to roll, no. Oh, look at you. Fucking gorilla Tarzan. Robot master. If there's an ape man, it has to be Woodman. Yeah. No, I don't wonder why Dr. Wily. No, why did Dr. Wily design the Robot Masters in a way that they all had, they could all be weak to, to at least one. I mean, okay, he designs like 8 Robot Masters per game, and yet he. Why do they always have a weakness? And that weakness is actually one of the weapons from one of their fellow Robot Masters. Why? I mean, what sense does that make? It's like he wants Mega Man Liberty to beat them or something. And we're already at Dr. Wild. I mean, it's not a very long game, and when you've played it a billion times like I did, you know this game by heart. So, again, again, I'm gonna be playing these because I wanted to play the game as role for once. I thought it would be an interesting experience instead of always being as the Blue Bomber. Oh, cool. Now you gotta use now you gotta use your weapons very, very carefully because they do not replenish automatically. I was wondering if that was a computer or an astronaut. Oh shit. Now this is probably the greatest music ever in the Mega Man game. I've been fascinated by it ever since I was a kid. I don't even know how to describe this. I mean, it's such an awesome tune. And that's saying a lot because Mega Man has a lot of great fucking music. Like, holy shit. Do I even need to explain? Oh, fuck. Yeah, that's a tricky jump. Oh, but I gotta get that one. Good. Yeah, obviously the item does not respawn. This is Mega Man. You only have one chance. Pick up an item or else, boom, you're a gunner. You know, one of the cool things about Mega Man is that there is no time limiting the stages, fortunately, because otherwise the games would be a hell of a lot harder in first. Oh shit! I pressed. I didn't mean to do that. Okay, let's see. I gotta do this one here. Yes. Fuck. No. I. Yes. Ah, those guys will not get. And will get to you as long as you keep on climbing the ladder. So. Okay, now it's the boomerang to the huge ass fucking Dragon Ball Z dragon. I mean, look at that. That's Dragon Ball Z's dragon. Come on now. There you go. He does sound a bit sillier than the bosses from Zelda 1. None of those sound fucking scary as you approach their boss room. Alright. Mario Stage 1 is done. Now let's get on to the second one. No, I love the animation of those fans for some reason. I don't know why, but I do. Oh, almost got me. Almost got me. Oh, I should have gone the... Yeah, because I'll need the bombs in a later boss. Not this stage, but the next one. I think this stage is the Gutsman, and he's a bit of a pushover, so... Okay, it's okay. I'll replenish the bombs. Hope. Because otherwise I'll soft block myself out of beating this game. Oh, fuck, I didn't mean to automatically go there. Yes. Okay, bombs replenished. Good. All is well when it ends well, as they say. A candy. He looks like a candy. Come on, no. Correct, candy. Okay, better use the... That's why I pick up energy tanks, folks. I could have used a time stopper, but I don't feel like it, you know. He's such a noob. Oh fuck! I was gonna say such a noob trap, but here I am, a veteran player who fall into that shit. Yeah, I'll just use a time stopper this time. Don't want to waste another E-tank. Again, today was rainy. It's been like that for a few days now. The weather got a bit colder and also rainier and foggy. No, not foggy, but cloudy. Yeah, that's what I mean, cloudy. Okay. Now this is the strangest boss in the game because it's just, I mean, look at this. It's not a very creative boss, but and use the metal blades to beat it. Fortunately, you have a lot of metal blades ammunition, so... Oh wait, I died, oh shit. I didn't realize that I was losing a lot of health. Man, this is one of my favorite games of all time, but you don't play it for several years and you certainly forget certain details about the game, you know? You get rusty. And no, I'm not making excuses, I'm just saying that's how it is. I mean, if you don't play a game for a long time, you're gonna get rusty. That's just a fact of life. And I don't have the candy anymore, so I gotta be careful because if I die now, then I will soft lock myself out of this fucking game and have to restart all over again, which would be a bit annoying, I guess. Oh god, yes, I did it. I guess I'll have to restart it. I mean, I could lose all my lives and get a continue, but I don't feel like doing that. No, I don't feel like doing that. So you know what? Let's reset. I should have written down the passwords, honestly. Oh well, still fun. Lesson learned. Are you supposed to be Indian deities or something? Hindu deities? Because they look like, I suppose. Not that I know anything about Hinduism. I don't know, those guys, those purple squared faces remind me of Indian mythology, although I suppose they're more like Shinto mythology since this is a Japanese game and Shintoism has a oh yikes has a lot of interesting mythology and demons. Yeah, Shinto folklore is pretty cool, I'd say. I really need to visit Japan someday. That's like my dream country to visit. But it's so expensive to go there in the first place. All the way from Portugal to Japan is pretty fucking expensive. And I'm talking about direct flights. There are no direct flights from Portugal to Japan. Not even Spain has direct flights to Japan, let alone Portugal. So, and a direct flight would be more expensive than taking one connection flight or two. So that should tell you how expensive it is going to Japan. Although going to Mongolia is more expensive because of Russian airspace has been closed to a lot of European airlines due to the war with. Oh fuck! You know what? Fuck that. Yes, I rewinded. So what? Oh, the mic just fell from the couch here to my lap almost. But no, it did not turn itself off. Okay, good. I was afraid you. Sometimes it happens, but hey. By the way, today is Sailor Venus Minako Aino birthday. Happy birthday to her, Minako-chan. She's not my she's not my favorite Sailor since she's Sailor Mars, but Sailor Venus is cool too. So happy birthday to her. She's definitely the funniest Sanchi though. October is almost over. Time flies, doesn't it? Oh, yeah, that one up as if I were ever gonna get that. Die already, Jesus. Sneezing. Yep, it's getting colder. Sorry about that. The Tornado of Souls by Megadeth. Alright. And we destroyed Airman again, okay. Fast forward. Flashman. Yeah, we're gonna do the same order as the previous time. The previous strike. That's usually the order I do. The stage order I do. A tornado just takes his legs away. These blocks are tricky and slippery, so... Yeah, I made it look easier than it actually is. But I gotta get the AD tank, buddy. You can only carry 4 attacks at a time. But trust me, they come in really in handy. Because dying in Mega Man games is always a hassle. Not the same thing as dying in Mario or Donkey Kong Country or even Sonic. No. Flashman looks like he's giving me the thumbs up. Ever thought about that? Ever noticed that? Oh, time stopper, but... You know, it just stops you and then he fires his buster. Weak sauce. The weapon's actually more powerful when it's yours. Get your weapons ready. Yada yada. Quick, man. Let's get the one up. You know, as I grew up in the PAL version, not only the music is a bit slower, the tempo, but oh, hello, DJ Spooky Stuff. Welcome to my stream. Yeah, of course you like the music in Mega Man 2. Mega Man 2 has awesome music, one of the best OSTs in any video game ever. And the same goes for pretty much all of the old school Mega Man games. There's like 6 Mega Man games in the NES alone. Oh, okay, that was stupid of me. Anyway, welcome to the stream, buddy. You a fan of retro gaming, I take it? Oh, you're a noob. Well, what do you mean exactly? As in, how long have you been playing video games, buddy? I warn you though, this game is considered quite hard. But since I grew up with it, I don't find it as daunting as a lot of people do, but the Mega Man series is known for being pretty hard. Although I think Mega Man 2 is probably the most accessible game of all the Mega Man games. It's also the most iconic one. So it's a good game to start with. Don't start from Mega Man 1, that's the hardest one of them all. So what kind of games do you play? So I'll get right back to you. I need to focus to beat this part. All right. Okay, let's see. Legendary Comet, yes. When I was little, the only game I played was Mario 64 and Game Boy Camera. Recently, I've been getting into PS1 games, but life gets busy. Oh, okay. Oh yeah, I grew up with Mario 64. I was like 6 years old when it came out. It was awesome. I never had the Game Boy Camera, but that's something I always wanted. There were a few kids in my school who had the Game Boy Camera, and they had a lot of fun with it. The PS1, I did not grow up with PS1. I had a Nintendo 64 and a Sega Saturn as a kid. I still have a Sega Saturn, and even a Japanese one to boot. But the PS1 game I actually recently played for the first time ever, Castlevania Symphony of the Night. Have you ever played that one? I beat it on last Friday. In fact, I've streamed it and I've been uploading the VODs onto my YouTube channel. Up to part 5 is there. Pretty damn good game. What kind of PS1 games have you been playing, DJ? Time stop. That was close. I thought I was gonna die for a moment there. And yes, I totally relates to the whole life getting busy thing. That's called being an adult, I'm afraid. Rugrats came. Oh, I watched Rugrats when I was a kid on Nickelodeon, but it was dubbed in Portuguese, so they were called Meninos de Cor in Portuguese here in Portugal, and I don't remember it much other than I remember thinking Angelica, I think that was her name, was the meanest character, the meanest girl ever. Bloodborne PS4. Oh, I don't have a PS4. The only Sonic console I have is the PS2 because I mostly stuck to Nintendo and also Sega back in the day. Other than that, I mostly stuck Nintendo consoles and PC in the last decade. So nothing against Sony because the PS2 was an awesome system, no doubt about that. But hey, I can't have every single system, you know. there are people who there are people who get every single major system each generation, but you know, not everyone has money for that. Like seriously, I remember when the PS3, the Wii U, and the Xbox 360 were all recent consoles, were all current gen consoles, and there were people that had all three of them by the time 2008 was around, and I thought, oh, those must be fucking rich people, or they had rich parents who spoiled them a lot. I mean, I envy those kids, but at the same time, but when I was an adult, I think, oh boy, those parents. I mean, there was this guy in my when I was in the seventh, eighth grade who was like a couple of years older because he failed the year twice or something. So he was like 2 years older than us in eighth grade. He should have been in the 10th grade by then. and he was the bully of the class, and he came from money. He had like a 500 euro jacket, and he had the GameCube, the Xbox, the PS2, and this was in 2003 or 2004. So yeah. So yeah, he was fucking loaded and a bully as well. He also knew martial arts, and he also a fucking retard, the class clown, and again, as I said, a bully. So yeah, I didn't like that guy at all. I mean, seriously, of all the subjects we had, he failed like 80% of them, and yet his parents bought him all three systems. That doesn't sound like good parenting. At what I know, I don't have kids, nor do I want to be a father ever. So that doesn't sound like good parenting. Also, considering rich kids inherit the not only money from their parents but also their connections and all, I would not be surprised if nowadays he was a CEO of a major Portuguese company, especially in a country like ours that only has 10 million people, and a lot of the wealthiest people, the wealthiest families know each other and have very deep connections. So, and nepotism is rife here. So he probably is the CEO of a major bank or company by now. Must be nice to be must be nice to have a silver spoon, grow up with a silver spoon in your mouth. But oh well. And no, I'm not saying I came from a humble background or anything like that. I actually had a lucky childhood compared to many other kids. I'm not, I don't come from money or anything like that, but I had a comfortable middle class life. But I know that life can be tough, and not everyone gets awarded the same cards. So yeah, exactly. Oh, thank you for the follow. Follower Go Max, 20 out of 20. Oh, thanks a lot, man. DJ, do you also stream? Thanks a lot, man. Do you also stream, DJ Spooky? Oh, okay. Nice meeting you, man. And again, thanks for the follow. Hope I'll see you again. Have a nice week. And if you stream, I'll check out your profile. You stream sometime. Bubble man, yeah. You're welcome. And again, thanks for the follow. I really appreciate it. Oh shit, I died. Yeah, when you get hit on the edges of platforms, you're practically dead in Mega Man games. Not as bad as in Castlevania, but yeah, don't stay too long on the edges, or else you'll be dead. Dead man, or in this case, a dead woman, a dead female robot. Okay. I really love the waterfall in the background. I mean, these are beautiful graphics for the and NES game, a 1988 game, really. I mean, everything about this game is great. This game is a masterpiece. It doesn't really have any flaws, I'd say. And no, I'm not the kind of person that calls any kind of game a masterpiece. There's a very select few games that I consider masterpieces, and I think Mega Man 2 is one of those games. Other games I consider masterpieces: Super Mario World, A Link to the Past, Dragon Quest 8. Mm, that's by masterpiece. I mean 10 out of 10 games. A game with pretty much no flaws. Now, Now, 20 years ago, I would have called it Ocarina of Time a masterpiece, and it was back in 1998, but nowadays, no. The game very feels dated. Now, is Breath of the Wild a masterpiece? I'd say close enough to it. Probably, I don't know. I'm not sure exactly, honestly. Oh, Super Mario Bros. 3 is also a masterpiece, I'd say. Oh, it's just a vacuum cleaner. I was wondering what noise it was. Living in an apartment building is funny. You always hear some noises from the neighbors, from other apartments. Okay, Bubble Man is easy boss, so I'm not having trouble with any of the bosses because as long as you know their weapons and patterns and if you're playing on normal, you'll not die against them. Since in this hack ROM hack, Roll is the one who's the heroine. I suppose Mega Man is the one who's doing the house chores. So I suppose this is the feminist version of Mega Man 2. You know, in the PAL version, as I said, the music is a bit slower paced, but slows down a bit because it's not 60 hertz, it's 50 hertz, and the Hitman stage in particular, it sounds like he's high. Doesn't also help the fact that Hitman has his eyes semi-closed, so he's high. He's probably a big weed fan. You'd think Woodman would be the one who smokes weed, but no. It's totally Hitman, who's all about blazing it for 20. You know, Hitman to me, Hitman stage has an interesting tune, I'd say. It's like the Deathwind of Mega Man 2. Deathwind is a stage from F from F-Zero for the Super Nintendo, that also has one of the best OSTs ever of any video game I've played. Now stream F-Zero Sunday, not F-Zero 99 because I don't stream Switch games. I don't have the capture cards. Mosquito. Nah, these disappearing blocks are rather frustrating. So you know what? Yeah, it's faster than Sword. It's not cheating. I mean, the game awards you these items. That's the point of them. So that's the cool thing about Mega Man 2 and their Mega Man games. There's always this. You can often approach certain obstacles and parts of levels with a couple of different solutions. Almost like in Deus Ex games, I guess. Actually, no, scratch that. That's not a good comparison, I'd say. Anyway, I hit my 20 follower goal. Guess it's time to set a new follower goal. I don't know, maybe 30 or something. Depends what Twitch will suggest me for. Since I'm a pretty small streamer still, but it's good to have reached the 20 goal, 20 followers goal. DJ Spooky Stuff, my newest follower, seems like a very nice person. Okay, let's face Hitman. I'm surprised that he can have so much energy to fight when he's fucking high. Although I've, although not that I know for experience, but I've been told that fighting against someone who's high is is quite a fucked up, a messed up experience, quite a mind fucking experience. I don't know. I don't know, and I don't know what kind of substance the person he fought was on, but they say, oh, fighting a guy who's high is 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 quite a mind fucking experience. He says. I believe him, and I'm not crazy enough to try that. Because I honestly cannot imagine I cannot imagine someone because I cannot imagine someone who's high on weed being in a fight. I mean, doesn't weed chill out people? But who knows? I suppose people respond to substances in different ways. Alcohol being an interesting one. Some people are just become happy-go-lucky, and others become aggressive as fuck when they're drunk. No one likes an angry drunk. That's why Dave Mustaine left Metallica in the 80s. Well, not just that, I guess, but what can I say? This part isn't too bad. It's a bit mazy, but as long as you keep the metal plates and don't let those slow flying cylinders, floating cylinders, or whatever they're called, touch you, you'll be fine. And yes, I could have used one of the wily items to just go up there, but I don't feel like it, you know. I wonder what those yellow globes are. Oh, well, probably not important to know. Yeah, sometimes as someone told me once, you're always making the important questions, Kaiser Bunga. Hey, I'm curious, okay? Which is why sometimes I make random questions about things that don't really matter. Like I remember this time in university a decade ago, that the teacher opened YouTube or something on his projector, and the YouTube page for some reason was in Arabic instead of Portuguese, which was really random. Yet no one but me asked him why is YouTube in Arabic. The teacher then asked, the professor asked at the end, any question you like to ask? And I asked, yeah, why is the YouTube in Arabic, the teacher? And he laughed and said, oh, I don't know actually. But yes, that's the kind of detail. Those are the kind of details I notice. E-tanks. You know, today on Reddit I saw an interesting fan out. Ever seen Kim Possible? You remember Kim Possible's rival in high school, the mean girl Bonnie Rockweller? Well, this was a fan art as Bonnie Rockweller dressed up as Lara Croft. Yeah, Lara Croft. Pretty random but cool fan art. Although rather large breasts, but he was a good fan art, I'd say, and tasteful, not lewd at all. For some reason, I never thought of Lara Croft and Bonnie being together, let alone Bonnie being a fan of Lara Croft and cosplaying as her. But yeah, that's the power of fan art, man. Okay, Woodman, the hardest stage in the game, but it's doable. Since I leave it for last and I have all the items needed to power through this stage. Man, it's already 8 o'clock in 70 minutes in the afternoon. Time flies, although I say this every week, but the faster weekend comes, the best. And this weekend is gonna be quite important for my football club, Benfica. Yeah, we're gonna elect a new chairman, and let's hope the club gets back on its foot again. Because these last few years have been really bad. Oh fuck, he showed up, now I can't go there. Yep, I'll have to face them. I had to I had to use the time stopper right before the screen changed. As a kid, I was dying in this part in the Woodman stage. Honestly. You know, one of these Mega Man 2 pets shows up in the Armored Armadillo stage in Mega Man X. It's clearly a nod to Mega Man 2. And I think Mega Man X1 might be the second best Mega Man game I've played after Mega Man 2. Mega Man 3 would be the third best, or second best, maybe. Yeah, my top 3 is Mega Man 2, Mega Man X1, Mega Man 3. No, these aren't chickens, these are like ostriches, I guess. I don't know. Or maybe they're actually chickens. Why are chickens lost in the woods? Maybe they ran away from some farm, I don't know. Who knows? You can make up any lore you like for Mega Man 2 when it comes to these Mega Man games when it comes to this shit, I guess. Or to any kind of video game really. When it comes to certain enemies that don't that's the beauty of it, I guess. Oh, I gotta wait for the bomb to explode, right. Huh. Maybe I should use an E-tank? Oh. Yeah, I'm gonna use an E-tank. Okay. Okay, that wasn't bad, really. The good thing about Mega Man 2 is that it has a normal and the difficult mode, so I'm playing on normal, which makes the game a little bit easier. Because on difficult mode, yeah, that's kind of a pain. I like how Dr. Wily just raises his eyebrows, Elvis style or some shit. Okay, Dr. Wily's staging. Oops, I forgot to change to the metal blades. I love this tune, I do. I'll never not love Wily Stage 1 and 2 tune in Mega Man 2. Really. Capcom sound team was Capcom sound team were in their prime in the 80s and the 90s, really. I don't think anyone can dispute that Capcom used to make amazing games and music. Nowadays they're a bit more hit and miss, I'm afraid. So that goes for a lot of video game companies, I guess. Konami used to also be used to also have a very good track record in the 80s and 90s. I've always wondered how how would it turn out? How would it have turned out if both Konami and Capcom ever made a console of their own? How would that have worked out really? Although the other systems would miss out on their exclusive titles, sadly, and they would oversaturate the market, I suppose. But it's a fun thing to think about, don't you think? Because if there's two developers that I could see doing solidly, if they ever released, if they ever got into the console market, the hardware making market, that would be Capcom and Konami, really. Maybe Square as well. I don't know. And it's a shame Sega stopped making consoles after the Dreamcast. But oh well, that's been that's been like nearly 30 years ago at this point. So I'm kind of moved on that. But yeah, Sega was a big part of the 90s, so of my childhood. So it's kind of I was kind of sad that they stopped making consoles. But oh well, it's still a very healthy company that puts out a lot of games. Even though Sonic had a really rough period for a while in the first decade of the current century. But I feel like Sonic recovered a bit in the current decade, in the past decade or so, with the release of Sonic Mania. Yep, I'll need this one. These guys are funny looking, don't you think, with their eyes? Alright. Yay. This time I remember that it has to be the second one, so I get the easier path. I don't think I need to use item 2 again, if I recall. Yeah, not... Oh, watch out! Oh boy. Man, that was close. Hold on a second, I got an email from a friend of mine. Oh, he's just asking how am I. I'm doing good, buddy. Thanks. I can't answer him right now, so that's okay, he'll get onto it. I'm glad he didn't mention yesterday's game, and I'm sure he will. And no, he wouldn't tease me for it, no. He's a good guy. Plus he doesn't really support any team at the moment. He used to support Rangers, but he doesn't anymore. Alright. I will not. I'll not die this time. Okay, I gotta be careful now. Gotta watch my health in case I get hit. Because these motherfuckers. Oh, see? He deals a lot of fucking damage. See? Good thing I have 4 attacks. Okay, now 3. Oh. Yes! Take that, whatever your name is. Okay, now the music will change, and this is my least favorite tune in the game. While stage 3 and 4 have not so good music in my opinion. Yeah, I'm not a fan. You know what? I'm gonna just get a safe state out of just as a precaution insurance. Yeah, I couldn't use that. You know, since it's underwater, you jump like twice as high forward, fortunately so. Oh, watch that fish. Yep, I knew that. But someone who hasn't played this game before will definitely die in there, like I did the first time I reached this stage. I remember in the mid-2000s on YouTube when I was a teenager watching tool-assisted emulator speedruns of NES games like Mega Man games and also the Ninja Turtles arcade game. Oh, I think this is Gutsman, yeah. Use the boomerang, the Quickman boomerang. Gutsman is like your original robot master, I guess, which is why he also makes an appearance here. And he's probably even easier here than he's in Mega Man 1. Yep. Even though he's like 3 times as large. 3 times larger in this game. Okay. Why stage 4? The one where you need the bombs to beat that boss. You gotta use them sparingly. So again, let me just use the save state just for insurance purposes. Okay. Okay. No, maybe I should. I'm not sure if I should get it live because you can fall through the platforms in this stage. You can fall through the ground, the floor, but you don't see it. You gotta be careful how to. See? That's what I meant. Oh, I might as well get it. 7, 8 lives. Yep. So you gotta be careful. And I often forget how I should go on about this. Which ones can I... Yep. Which ones will I fall through and which ones will I not fall through? Oh, this one. Yeah, this one's definitely a trap, so I'm just gonna use item 2, you know. Fuck that shit. Let's see how many tanks I have. 3. You know what? I'm not gonna get that one, no. Don't want to fall through again. Those spikes are instant death, yes, in case you're wondering. Whereas if you haven't played this game, you fall once on the spikes in a Mega Man game and you're dead. Doesn't matter how much health you are. If you have full health, you'll die. So yeah. This is definitely trickier than in the Crashman stage. Oh fuck! See? Yeah, that's the whole when you change item, if you're on the stairs, you have to hold on to it. You have to hold the D-pad or else you'll fall. In this case, you'll fall to your fucking death. Yes. There are no enemies here, fortunately. Although maybe they are in the difficult difficulty level. I don't know. Maybe there are. I don't remember. And this is the last one, I think, before the boss fight. No, I don't think the boss fight is right down below it. I think it's still there's still a while until you reach it. Oh, you don't fall through that one, okay. Oh, this one is easy. Oh, well, alright, I forgot. Yeah, no, you cannot duck in this game, yeah. Yeah, I said it was easy, but it's not that easy. See, this is what you gotta do. Yeah, I'm just gonna do this, fuck it. Of course. These guys are always in places like this. Oh well, airman of his ass. Sometimes they take one hit, other times they take 2 or 3 hits. Yeah, what's up with that? Okay, I know I say this game is masterpiece and has no flaws, but it does have a few. But it's still a masterpiece, okay? Mega Man 2 fucking rules. Okay, I'll just use the Buster this time, because I'll need to beat Crashman again in the endurance round. Okay, now I gotta use the bombs. And I gotta be careful how I use them. Yeah, I'm not gonna blow that one. No, this is not what I meant to do, sorry. Why am I saying, why am I apologizing? Sorry, it's force of the habit. And no, I'm not Canadian, I'm Portuguese. Oh well, it works. I'll just use the E-tanks in case. But yes, if you die once in this pause, you're fucked. You gotta use the bombs sparingly. And dodging those busters is a fucking pain in the ass, man. Fuck. Oh, I dodged it, alright. Yeah, this is the hardest boss in the game, by far. Hardest than Dr. Wily, in my opinion. Yes, I say that. Dr. Wily is not that bad. Oh, gotta use another heat tank, fuck. Alright, focus, Kaiser Bandit, focused! You're the fucking Emperor. Oh fuck, I should not have done that. No, the right one has to be the last one. And I will not break that wall down. Like Chris Jericho would do. No. Again, that's why I used the save state at the beginning of the stage. Yes! Oh no. Yes, I soft lock myself, so I have to load the save state. Yep. I'll use the boomerang since I will not need it again, really. Oh well. Not that big of a deal, just gotta go back up. But let's see. Okay. Boom. Item 2 will save your ass often. These items can now be replaced by Mega Man's dog in the Mega Man from Mega Man 3 and beyond. Rush, yeah, that's the dog's name. I was kind of forgetting momentarily what dog's name was. I mean, I do like Rush, to be honest. He's cute. Yeah, I don't like this tune. It's the only Mega Man 2 stage tune I don't like, really. Hell, it's the only music I don't like in Mega Man 2 Pronto. It's just not very pleasant to listen to, I guess. Which is a shame because it's a game with such awesome music. But I guess even the best musicians occasionally make a not so good song or two. Maybe in their mind this was a good tune. So yes, they have a good track record. One mediocre tune for every 10 or 15 awesome ones is not a bad track record at all. I remember when I remember when in high school I went to the school orientation or the orientator. I don't know how to say it in English. You know, the ones who help you find what you're into and what you should study after high school and such. She asked me she asked me if I played any musical instruments. I said no. Why? Because since you're into learning English and German, usually people who are into linguistics tend to be very musical people. But no, in high school I was not very much into music beyond video game music, honestly, and I never played in a band or anything like that. Even though I love heavy metal and such, and was heavily into it in my late teens and early 20s, I never picked up a guitar or anything like that, no. In that age, it's common for especially guys to form a band with your friends, but then it usually ends up badly with creative differences and such. Fuck. Yes, I rewinded. So sue me. But yes, creative differences. So many times I've seen that. So many examples I've seen of childhood friends or teenage friends who form a band together, a musical band together, rock or metal band together, and they'll stay together for a few years until then they get angry because of creative differences and they'll just never talk to each other again. I've seen that happen often. So yes, I guess being in a band must be difficult with all the creative differences. That happens also in the popular bands, in the major bands that make a lot of money, like Guns N' Roses. So yeah, such is life, I guess. Oh, fuck! Yeah, no, I gotta rewind because I don't want to start the stage all over again, sorry. Plus, plus I've beaten this game a million times, come on now. Had to get a final hit, didn't you, boss? Yeah, this is the hardest boss in the game, as I've said. It's always a bit tense. Dr. Wild is not that difficult, really. Right, it's time for the boss endurance. Okay. Normally I hate boss endurances in games, but in the Mega Man series it works fine. Okay, let's see. Now it's Hitman, so... But I'll need the bubble so... to beat Dr. Wily, so maybe I should do Buster only. I'll have to do Buster. Hitman ain't that hard, really. Fuck. Yeah. See, that's a good thing why I use Buster only. Okay, let me try another one first. I never know which one is which, I always forget. Oh, Flashman can be beaten, like, easily. I think the Metal Blade's also annihilates him, but really. Really, Flashman you can beat him with the Buster easily, so... Oh, Metal Man is hilarious. His own weapon will kill him in like one or two hits. Watch this. See? His own weapon annihilates him in one shot. Flashman, okay. Airman, time. Takes two hits, I think. Yes. Quick, man. I don't have time stop. Oh shit, I gotta do Buster. Yeah, this is the hardest. This guy's fast as fuck, so I'll have to waste an E-Tank. Fuck. Oh, that was easy. No E-Tank wasted. Good. Bubble Man. Metal Blade. Woodman. Oh, I don't have the bomb, so I'll have to use Hitman's weapon. First time I'm using it in this game. Yeah, I'm gonna have to use the E-Tank here to heal up. No, no E-Tank used, thank God. Airman. I think the Razor Leaf... I think the Leaf Shield can beat Airman, I don't know, because Airman's always the first one I... Yes. Yes, I knew it. Because Airman's always the first one I start with when I only have the Buster, so... You know what, I'll have to use the bubble against... I think you can restart it. At least I hope. Because I really need it to beat Dr. Wily. It's the only weapon that can... Oh, E-Tank time. There go all my E-Tanks, fuck. Am I done for them? Oh, what's this boss? I forgot. Oh, it's just regular Dr. Wily, but I think he used Boomerang. Do you? And I'm dead. Yeah, which weapon do I use here? I forgot. I totally forgot about this boss existence for some reason. Dr. Wily's ship. Oh, I can just use the Buster easily. Oh, silly me, eh? What the fuck? Let's see how many lives I have. I have some left. Yes, 3 or 4. It's amazing the details you forget when you don't play a game for several years, even though you've played it a million times before. And I forgot he had a fucking second form and shit. Oh fuck, how do I dodge that? Don't tell me I'm gonna get a game over. That's embarrassing. That fucking orb is such a pain in the ass to dodge, and I used my all E-Tanks already. Like seriously. Jesus. I mean, look at this shit. You get one continue, I think. Fuck. Am I really not gonna be able to beat Mega Roll Chen 2, which is Mega Man 2? Like seriously? Oh, how the fuck am I supposed to jump over that? And even if I If I walk under it, they hit me. Fucking hell. Okay. Oh, items replenished. Good. But no E-tanks, obviously, so I'm fucked. Flashman is a joke. Really. Only Toadman is probably weaker than he is. Toadman is from Mega Man 4, by the way. Mega Man's also a bit of a meme. He has the strongest weapon ever, but he gets annihilated by it. And his weapon is less powerful when used by him than used by the player. Alright, time stopper, draining half his life. This guy's fast as fuck. I hate facing Quickman because of this. Bubble Man, Metal Blade. Ah, Woodman, okay. Oh, since I got a game over and needs to continue, I have all my items replenished, so the bombs. Woodman is a chunky fellow, a fucking wood tank. Fucking gorilla, that's what he is. That was close. Fuck. Right, the one from the top left is actually a Hitman. Wait, I didn't even get the... Fuck it, I'll use the bubble. Fuck. Razor Shield or Razor Leaf. Now, Razor Leaf is from Pokemon. This is Leaf Shield or Razor Shield. Oh! Oh, cool, I don't have to beat all them again. Thank God. Because that would fucking suck. Fuck, how am I supposed to dodge that? See? Game over. Oh, I got another continue, cool. Maybe this hack ROM hack or whatever you want to call it gives you an infinite continues. That would be awesome. If that's the case, then I'm glad it does. So perhaps I can fucking beat this today. And if not, I'll have to leave it for another day. Yeah, that's Airman, so lift shields. Which one was this again? A Woodman, okay. Alright. No, this is Bubble. The next one is Quickman, I think. Yep, Quickman. Time Stopper. This isn't Turtles time, it's Mega Many time or rolling time. Crashman. Oh, Tornado is here. Yeah, I call it a tornado. Because that's what they are, they're fucking tornadoes. Ah, no health. No health circle, because I didn't take a single hit, it seems. It would have been fucking embarrassing if I got hit by Metal Man. Can do the Metal Blades work? They do! Yeah, Flashman is a joke. Really. Alright. Yep. You know, this is starting to get really fucking frustrating. Okay, I've been streaming for 2 hours. This is my last try. I'm sorry, but I'll have to end this stream. I'll have to end this stream earlier today. Because I got stuff to do. And it's getting late. Don't worry. But at least I got 2 hours. Normally I go for 2.5, 3 hours. Say. Today I'm just cutting it a little shorter. Which is why I also played a game like this. A game that's significantly short. As you can see, I'm near the end of it. And it's taking me longer than I expected it me to take, so... Okay, one last continue. Apparently Symphony continues, so... Let me just save the state, so... Okay. This is my last try. The last few lives I have. The last continue I'm using for today. Herman. Now if they didn't let you replenish your health after you're done, this would have been impossible, almost, pretty much. So once again, it's a hard but fair game. It doesn't have near as much bullshit as some other hard games on the NES. But I'd still call Mega Man 2 an NES hard game, really. For those of you who don't know, NES hard is the term used for NES games that are pretty hard, which is a lot of them. Flashman, okay. He's a joke. Maybe I can use the metal blades? Or do I just have to use the fucking bus? Oh, I can use the metal blades, good. Somehow I forgot about that. Almost, almost. Let's see how many lives I have left. 2. Or 1. I'm never sure in games, honestly. Some games have a life 0 and others don't have. I won't need the metal blades again, so I might as well use all of them. Fuck. Yes, one final life. And if I can't beat him, I'll call it a day. Sorry. Also I'll be raiding someone. So for those of you who are here, you'll be able to watch another cool streamer I find to raid. Like I always do. Yeah, boy. Okay, let's find someone to raid.